I've been on YouTube since 2009, and while I did make an intro video that's extremely embarrassing, I didn't really say anything about myself other than my name is Manny. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is What's good, y'all? They call me Manny, and this is a new stories video where I tell you a little bit more about me and my career as an independent artist. As an independent artist, I've amassed over 5 million streams online, including almost 3 million on this YouTube channel alone. And while that might sound mind-blowing, especially to me, it took a lot of ups and downs over the course of 10 plus years for it to happen. I realized that I'm nowhere near as famous as a Drake or a Miguel, nor that my story is as outstanding or remarkable as a Cardi B or The Weeknd. However, the more and more I've explained my shortcomings and successes to some of my closest fans, the more I've realized that I do have a story to tell, and I would love to share that story with you. Seeing as how I'm referring to it as a story, I'd like to break it down into chapters, and this is chapter 1, Humble Beginnings, how I started my music career. So how did you start your music career, Manny? I think you're gonna find this story super interesting, and you're gonna wanna watch this video all the way to the end to get all of the details. But before I start, hit that thumbs up button, because if you don't, then YouTube doesn't share my videos with more people. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of my videos every week, and hit that notification bell, because if you don't, then YouTube doesn't let you know when my new videos are released. My YouTube is broken up into 3 main styles of videos: music, of course, stories where I give you insight of my career, and Q&A where I answer your questions. If there's something in this story that you want me to elaborate on in a future video, make sure you tell me in the comment section below. I started writing songs in the 5th grade, but I really started making music in middle school when I learned how to play the piano. Over the course of my high school career, I released 3 rap albums under the name Famous. The idea for the name was that if my name was famous, then, well, I'm already famous. That and that Fabulous was my favorite rapper because of his wordplay and his Dominican roots, and that the names were similar. Famous, Fabulous. If it worked for him, it could work for me. While today I'm known for singing, I actually didn't sing at all, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 songs. I'd also like to note that at this point in my career, I could not sing to save my life. However, my manager at the time, when I was a cashier at Kentucky Fried Chicken, which was my first job by the way, told me she liked it and that I should sing more. What was your first job? Let me know in the comment section below. When I started studying at Salem State University in Salem, Massachusetts, I took her advice, did vocal lessons, and joined the college chorus. I then changed my name to Manny because, well, everybody already called me Manny. Plus, I was kind of making music in Spanish at the time with a few friends of mine, known as Los Profesionales. But that's a story for a whole nother video. This was around the time I started this YouTube channel and released my first unofficial album, Call Me Manny. I purchased the domain, callmemanny.com, switched all of my social media to Call Me Manny, and boom, the Call Me Manny era had begun. I started doing local performances with dancehall artists such as Knowledge and Kim Davis, and you can check out one of our old songs here. Be Mindful is from 2009. I slowly was booking gigs in and out of my city, all the way from the North Shore of Boston to New Hampshire. I had no idea what I was doing or where music was gonna take me. And I definitely had no strategy to connect with and grow my fan base. Today, I'm way more focused on building individual connections with my biggest fans, maniacs. If you consider yourself to be a fan of my music, you should subscribe to my mailing list here or through the link in the description below. Subscribing to my mailing list will help you keep up to date with my new music, and you'll be one of the first to know when a new song is out. I'm also giving away 1 free merch item every month to a random active subscriber. So if you want a chance to win free merch, click the link in the description below. At this time in my career, I would make a song, usually in a day, and share it with some of my closest friends on Facebook. Some of the songs I released during this time included Separate Ways, My Everything, and Guardian Angel. While my music was growing slowly but surely, things really didn't start happening until I released my first viral song, What Was I Thinking? I made What Was I Thinking over the popular Hold You rhythm, and the song started getting some traction at first because people thought it was about my ex. I'm not gonna get into that in this video, plus it's been 10 years since the song came out. But that song really laid the groundwork towards increasing my exposure in the New York City market. Following What Was I Thinking, I released a number of songs, including Leave With Me, I Can't Move On, Song I Sing, and Out My Way. However, during this time, none of these songs were getting remotely close to the traction that What Was I Thinking had. Isn't Out My Way one of your biggest songs? It is today, but at the time, nobody really knew about it but a few local listeners. I remember distinctively performing Out My Way at Salem State University in April of 2011 to a crowd of about 200 people. People applauded and said they liked it, but nobody was as nearly blown away by it as they might be today. After graduating college with a bachelor's in entrepreneurship and management with a minor in music, I released 2 more songs, Sex Toy and No More, before I started stressing out about all of the mistakes I was making in my music career. During this chapter, I believed that in order to grow my music career, I needed to move to one of 3 major cities: Miami, New York City, or Los Angeles. I studied all of my favorite artists at the time, and none of them were from Boston. And I didn't have a Joyner Lucas or a Cousin Stiz example like I do today. This perhaps might be one of the single biggest mistakes I've made in my music career, because had I stayed in Boston, my chapter 2 would have been a whole lot different. Little did I know I was only 4 months away from having my first breakout moment. Out My Way was about to pop in the New York City market. But I'll tell you more about that chapter in the next stories video. Make sure you subscribe so you know when my next stories video is released. And check out this playlist of some of the songs that I mentioned in this video. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me that you listen. Share this video with one friend, and as always, be great.